What's up, guys? Talk about some motivation, some meditation, some inspiration. If it's not one of the three, I don't want it. One of the things that I find that a lot of us are challenged with that we're working on is the ability to accept that we put ourselves in the place that we have. And so, one of the hardest challenges that I've gone through is that acceptance, that ability to manifest, that ability to sit down no matter how hard the situation is, to go through it by yourself, to really start to be who you are on the inside, to not allow what goes on around you to change how you feel on the inside. And here I am today, looking at you guys again, asking those questions. We got the live feed going on uh, YouTube. We got the podcast going on right now. And I'm truly getting after it, like every single day that I sit down, no matter how hard the challenge is. A couple days ago, I was outside in 100+ degree weather. This is what I love to do, guys. This is what I love to work on. This is what I love to grind on. And, it's not about the challenges, okay? It's about your mentality. It's about how you're going to face off against those challenges, how you're going to accept your abilities within who you are. And I do. I see a lot of you out there that are listening to the podcast, that are getting into the momentum, getting into the movement, that are really starting to hear what I'm saying. And, for the longest time, I was wanting to just help other people out, just to help other people to grow. And I was neglecting the one that matters the most, and that one is the one that I'm talking about today. It's the person that you are inside. It's the mentality. It's the one that says, oh shit, what am I going to do now? What am I up to? What am I working on? What am I going through? And you see, when you are young, you learn a lot of lessons. When you are young, you learn a lot of things. But as you age, you get a lot of experiences, and you're going to make new experiences, and you're going to want to be in the now, this day, this time, this place, and there are going to be times the universe is going to slap you in the face, and it's going to ask you the question, can you still stay positive if we do this? Can you still be in your mentality if we throw this at you? What if we throw this angle at you? Can you continue to grind? Can you continue to put yourself in a place where your mentality will let you grow? And so, I'm moving past that stage of victim. I've come to a realization inside that when we're going through challenges, okay, we go through the process of the challenges that we're facing off against. Are you enjoying the process of being yourself? Like, what kind of things do you enjoy? What type of challenges are you facing off against? I think that a lot of us limit ourselves from growth. We limit ourselves from the ability of being inside of who we are. We want to have the best things. We want to have other people do things for us that we can do for ourselves. And one of those greatest places, and that greatest place of acceptance, is when you're by yourself. When you're truly by yourself, that's when you start to find love inside of you, caring inside of yourself, an ability inside of who you are. It's when you fall on your knees, when you crash to the ground, that you get to accept your way up. And trust me, it might not just be one video, it might not just be two, but I know my worth, I know my value, I know my ability, I know my mentality. I know that when I'm working through things, when I'm facing off against challenges, that those people out there that might be hearing this message, that might say, is it possible for Marcel to do this? Is it possible for you to make it through these challenges? Do you have what it takes? And I answer back at you, blessing. I see this thing that you're facing off against, these challenges, these places. I was just recently told, that I don't know if I'm ready, you know, and I life in that way that, if we, at a certain point, I didn't really here any longer. Okay. And then people gave me a reason to be here. And then I gave myself a reason to be here. I gave myself a reason to love life, to be a part of this world, to be a part of this process, and it really opened me up. It opened me up to understand that we've got to care about ourselves. We got to care about who we are on the inside and what challenges we're facing off against. And I as I grow, I look at the positivity in these challenges. I look at what it takes to make it through something. You know, Here we are again on a live feed. We got, you know, a lot of people out there that are, looking for advice, that are looking for a way to overcome their challenges, to put themselves in a place where they have the ability to pick themselves up. My group's over 13,000 members, motivation, meditation, inspiration. And I'm often reminded that the most important one is ourselves. It's the person that you are inside, that person who who is you. And a lot of people neglect the ability to sit down and to start to utilize mentality, to start to utilize ability. And I am who I am. And as I work through the challenges, as I grow, as I find that place to manifest, positivity will come out of it. We sit down a lot of the times and we don't accept that we are who we are. It took me a very long time to accept me for me. You see, that's a hard thing to face. That's a hard place to be, is to recognize that if you're even being yourself, that things that you might consider positive might move out of the way on their own. And as the universal law of Newton, for each action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. I accept that. I accept that granted upon us. I accept that ability within. I accept that ability to overcome. What makes one person great is when they're willing to be humble. Okay, when they're willing to say, I don't know everything. When they're willing to say that who they are inside matters, that all they can be is themselves, that if you love me for me, if you care about me for me, if you want to be near me, you got to care about the person that I am inside. You got to care about this person, because there will be people that will come along that will care about you. They will want to be in your life. They will want to be a part of your story. But what are you building? What are you working on? What is it that you do every day that makes you who you are on the inside? You know, I look at how those types of things can make one great, how those type of things can bring one closer to their mentality, to their ability. And I've come to a place to, of I used to be focused on the past, right? Pushing towards the future. Now I'm focused on the future. Okay, I'm focused on the present. I'm focused on the ability to accept what we have going on in our life, to accept that the blessings that we are inside, the ability inside of who we are, and it's okay if those people that don't truly want to be near you, don't truly want to be with you, don't truly want to care about you for you, they'll move out of their way on their own. The important thing is to stay positive. The important thing is to continue to remember that you are a blessing, that you can go through challenges, that the things that you faced off against make you who you are. And once you have had the ability to accept that, how about we start accepting the beautiful things in our life and stop throwing out the things, that the creation given to us, the ability to have that kind of mentality. And I confess that I have had challenges with that myself. I'm sure that a lot of you relate with that as well, that sometimes you feel like you want to give up. Sometimes you feel like you don't know if you can do it, if you can be it, if you could become it, if you could manifest it, you know? And I know that some of you out there relate to what I'm talking about right now. I know that some of you out there might be facing off against some of these challenges, and I just want to share with you some of the things that I've learned from that. For the longest time, I had a victim mentality. I thought from a place where, oh no, somebody else put me in this place, until I learned from a person, until I actually was humble enough to learn from others. And the learning that I learned was that I put myself in that place. That when we overcome the victim mentality, that we put ourselves in a place of acceptance, then we can start accepting positivity as the result. We can start accepting positivity as the ability inside of who we are. That you see, the person who you are inside is a light. And even in darkness, you might feel like a light, but until you truly start to shine, until you truly start to enjoy your journey, until you truly start to enjoy your path, your purpose, then you're still stunted. And what do I mean by this? You're going to go through cycles. You're going to go through times. It's going to take a place of acceptance. It's going to take a place of you accepting you. And ding, that was a hard thing to learn. It was a hard place to go. It was a hard challenge to go off against. It was a hard thing to face off against, to explain to other people, to excuse oneself for being who they are on the inside, to recognize that, I might have made mistakes. I may have gone through challenges, that I was 50% responsible for my own doing. And you see, when you do that, when you put yourself in that kind of place, when you give yourself that kind of ability, when you start to liberate the mind, you will find that the people will not recognize you for you. And the reason why is, as you're going through your challenges, as you're looking at the things, as you're finding that one inside of who you are, you're molding your mentality. And as we mold the mentality inside of who we are, we start to find ourselves. And it's inside of that place, inside of that form of acceptance, that the person who we are inside starts to grow. The person that we are inside starts to find care. And yes, it's hard. Yes, it's something that your mentality needs to work on. It's something that your mentality works through. It's something that when you're facing off against it, you sometimes feel like you want to give up. And how do you push? How do you utilize your being? How do you start to see the blessings that you have when those challenges are going on around you? When those things that you don't want to happen, happen. Okay? And I remembered a day where I made a promise to myself that I would love myself first, that I would put myself first. The day that I almost died, okay? I remembered that the most important thing is what you believe about yourself, not what other people believe about you. And see, that's where greatness lays. It lays inside of the person who believes in themselves, who believes that it's possible, believes that the ability to overcome comes from within. And so here I am looking at this right here, telling you it is possible. I will make it through these challenges. And certain people that are wondering, what will it do for you, Marcel? It was a huge awakening to me to accept that. It was a huge awakening to me to recognize that I am who I am on the inside, that I can overcome these challenges, that they're not going to stop me. They're not going to hold me back. They're not going to hold me from that place of growth and that place of mentality and that place where we believe in ourselves. See, I built this community so that I could help people out. Forgetting to help the first one because I cared about you guys more than myself. I cared about you guys more than the one who I am inside. And you see, that person inside caring for others, that's what drives me. That's what makes me who I am. That's what makes me the person that I am. I can't wait for the days when I'm in the suit again. I can't wait for the crowds that are sitting down in front, hearing motivation, meditation, inspiration. I could see them by the thousands. I could see the mentality out there, the mother, the father, the persons whose wife left them. Hearing that the process of acceptance is worth it, that the process of the ability within is to make it through it, how to do so, how to become it, how to manifest it, to how to grind from within who you are. And you see, here I am sitting on a couch, chasing after my dreams, chasing after my ability, chasing after the person that I am inside. No, yes, there's going to be a couple of places. Yes, you're going to have a couple of challenges. Yes, you're going to take a couple of bumps. Yes, you're going to get a couple of smashes in the face. You're going to get a couple wake up calls a couple times in your life. Are you accepting the process in so? Are you putting yourself in a place where you can grow, where you can find the way up? Sure, some people call me hardcore. You know, if you have been through the wonderful things that I have to find the place where you accept you, if you go through the things and you can relate to what I'm talking about, if you can put yourself yet for a minute into the ability to accept your life, you will find beauty within it. You will find people that support you for you. You will find yourself. And the first thing that I have to teach myself to do is love me first for me. And I do. And I am. And I'm telling you, it doesn't matter who's in my life. You know, they're benefited to be a part of this life. Because this person is done with negativity, is done with people that don't want to believe in them, is done with people who don't want to go within, who don't want to see themselves, who don't want to believe that they're worth it. The person that I am inside, the challenges, the ability to believe in who you are matters more than what other people think about you. And a lot of people are going to say a lot of things. A lot of people are going to think a lot of things. What do you think about yourself? What do you put yourself to? What challenges do you want to overcome? What places do you want to manifest? What things do you want to do with your ability, with your mentality, with your person that you are on the inside? See, I'm never going to forget the day that I focused to the point where I realized that being a human being meant to be present within oneself, to be in one's mentality, to be in one's ability. And you see, as I work through these challenges, as I grow, as I learn, as I find a way to do so, I remember the story that I learned from Oprah Winfrey. Okay. For each action, there's an equal and opposite action. Positivity is part of that. And how do you achieve a possibility is through acceptance. accepting that everything that you went through, every challenge you faced off against, everything that you faced off against brought you right where you are right now. And you see, as I'm sitting here, as I'm looking at you guys, as I'm in a torn up old room, I'm reminded that it's worth it. I'm reminded that who I am inside matters, that the challenges that I've gone through have brought me to the place where I am. And, you know, with this kind of mentality, with this kind of ability, I grow. You know, and I want to bring you guys along in my journey. I want to bring you guys along on this path to this place where you're utilizing your positivity for you, where you're utilizing this ability inside of who you are. You know, motivation, meditation, and inspiration is what kept me alive. It's the question that I'm asking every single day. Is what I'm doing today, is it motivation? Is it meditation? Is it inspiration? Because if it's not one of the three, I don't want it. And you see, it took me a long time to learn that lesson. It took me a long time to find the place where I wanted it. And I've never wanted it more in my life than the ability to accept that I am right where I am. I want to get up on my own. I want to be that person that I am inside. I want to uplift you guys. I want to start doing energy readings. I want to start building community of people who are accepting themselves, that are accepting their abilities, seeing their gifts inside of who they are. And so as we progress together, let's do it together. Let's accept that the challenges that we've been through have brought us to the beautiful blessings that we are. See, the universe is a great thing. It's a place of opportunity. It's a place of positive and negative forces. It's a place of overcoming challenges and finding people that are meant for part of our journey and sometimes meant for a space in our journey. And so here I am looking at a group of people out there that truly want to achieve the light, that want to achieve a relationship with the Most High. And I am a part of you. I'm telling you, I'm out there like all the rest of you. I have struggles. I have challenges. The difference that I'm looking at is how can I turn those challenges positive? How can I find ways to overcome those things? How can I find a part of myself where I accept who I am? I am Marcel. I don't say my name very often on here. I am proud to be who I am. I am proud to have faced off against the challenges that I have. I am a person who has not had everything perfect, and I accept that. I accept that I've been smashed in the face multiple times. But you know what I won't accept? The ability not to get back up. You can do it. You can get back up as well. And we will do it as a team. And you will see this thing change. You will see this place inside grow. You will see this ability to be who you are on the inside matters. And if you look through my videos, you will see the process of me being me. You will see the process of who we are on the inside. And, you know, some people might call it an ego to believe in yourself. Till we take everything away from you, till we strip you down, till we take everything off of your back. And then you get back up. When you get back up and you see you for you, when you get back up and you care about you for you, when you get back up and those people see the reflection of love from within your focus, okay, within your own caring for them, then people seek you out. And I am out there in this community. I am out there in this mentality. I am out there in this place. I see you from here to India, to Dubai, to China, to Mongolia. I see you across the globe. I see you people seeking out what I have to teach. And I'm telling you, as I'm growing too, as I am a student of my own life, as I'm caring for this person inside, as I'm finding the way to believe in ourselves, that I am growing too. And that's a beautiful thing, because I want to build a community of people who believe in themselves. You can do it. You can achieve it. You are worth it. Your mentality is worth it. You know, you might have to start over 5 times. You might have people tell you it's not possible. You know, I remember starting my videos, and the first thing that I heard was, you can't do this. You can't get on there. You can't get live. You will have nobody follow you. You know, I don't care if it's 1 follower or 1,000,000 followers. What matters is that I change people's life by being myself, that this journey is worth it, that when I'm uplifting other people, I'm really also doing inside of myself for me too. And some people call that selfish. Some people look for ways to seek out negativity. This isn't the channel for you. If you're out there seeking out negativity, you can go ahead and find plenty of channels that do that. Okay? The podcast, if you're seeking out negativity, you're welcome to go chase after that. Because what this channel is about, it's about overcoming our challenges. It's about finding ways to believe in ourselves. It's about finding the place where the ability within you is worth it. The type of people that I want in my life, that I want to be around me, that want to be there, they live in the present. Okay? They live inside of themselves. They no longer want to have a disabled mentality. They want to find a way to accept them for them. They want to find a way to do homework. They want to find a way to be who they are on the inside. And they want to find a way to be positive. So, what motivation, meditation, and inspiration means to me is that if you're going to be negative, if you're going to start seeking out negativity, if you're going to start being a person that's going to not believe in yourself and believe in your abilities, then there's the door. Because this guy is so caring, is so on top of it, is going to come to your groups, is going to be a part of your meetings, is going to be a part of your ability and your growth and your purpose. And that is something that all of you are worth. When you open up that part of yourself, we will see those gifts. We will see those talents. We will see those people, because I see them on my Facebook all the time. They're posting their stories. They're posting their abilities. They're posting their talents. You know, I enjoy doing energy readings. Okay, I do energy readings, and I look forward to doing them on a daily basis now that I have my YouTube Live. You know, I enjoy YouTube Live because now I'm going to be able to be interactive on YouTube. You know, they pulled down my Periscope, where I used to have a lot of people calling in. Okay, I had one day I did 7 energy readings in an hour. You know, I've been doing meditation for nearly a decade, and I'm in a stage of evolution called accepting our ability. And so, what does it take for you to get into your ability within who you are? Where are you on your journey? What part of who you are truly makes you who you are on the inside? So I remember when, you know, one of the places that I enjoy, okay, is going inside the sauna. You know, when you go inside of sauna every single day, this is for the second part. This is for the meditation. This is for the person that's asking, how can you do it? How is it possible to sit inside of a sauna for an hour? That's actually to look at that place. It was actually the first time that I realized that I wanted to live, because I'd spent 7 hours inside of a sauna. Okay. I spent 7 hours, 5 hours directly without walking out, and 3 hours additional. Okay. 7 hours. And when I would go to the sauna, I would just try to survive the sauna. A lot of us are in a place where we're worried about if this happened or that happened, and trying to survive ourselves and trying to become the best that we are inside, and trying to become the person that we are inside. We forget to simply ask ourselves that question: is what I'm doing today, is it motivation? Is it meditation? Is it inspiration? See, we're trying to save somebody else, and in the process, sometimes we sink ourselves. And I have seen a wake up call after wake up call after wake up call. I've seen people that are asking for help. And I'm so happy that I got slapped in the face, that somebody actually told me, no, Marcel, you put yourself in that place. That somebody actually said, you're the one, you accepted that. You accepted that ability. I'm not going to accept those kind of things anymore. I'm decided that I'm not going to be that type of person, that I'm going to accept that there's a great future ahead, that the people that want to care about me are going to be there with me, that they're going to want to be by my side, that I don't have to hold on to them, that they will actually come to me. They will actually manifest within themselves, that they can believe in who they are as well. And you see, part of that is living life. I want to live. I want to be a part of this journey. I want to be a part of this path. I want to do great things in this life. I want to have people who are proud to be next to me because I am myself. And that person inside takes a place of acceptance. It takes a place of ability. It takes a place of mentality. And what I'm talking about is the present, my friends. Becoming centered inside of yourself, taking a walk on a beach and looking at the beautiful things that you have with you and around you, becoming aware of your ability, the ability to truly live life, the ability to truly be a part of this journey that you are on. And there are a lot of people out there that have challenges with this. There is a lot of people out there who are seeking out past memories, seeking out past places. When you look forward, look at the ability to be who you are within. Look at the ability to believe in yourself. And when you do that, the people that are meant to be next to you show up. The people that want to be with you find a way to believe in you. They believe in your abilities. And you see, you can too. You can believe in yourself, but you got to be willing to accept you for you. You got to be willing to crash to the ground and to say, I just want to be myself. This is who I am. The people that want to be with me are going to be with me. I don't need to hold on to anything. I need to hold on to this thing. Those people that want to love this person, hey, they're going to care. They're going to want to be around me. And I'm telling you, think that way too. You could start bringing positivity into your life. You could start to be in the moment. You could start to be in the place. You could start to that you can make new stories. You can make new things. New challenges can come up. New joys can bring brought your way. And this is that part of the story where meditation comes in. Because what meditation has taught me is to never give up. It's taught me that when you connect your focus and your knowledge together, you can achieve things. The great challenges can come your way and that you can overcome them when you connect your focus and your knowledge. And the great knowledge of learning to accept, to be a part of that process, to have gone through those challenges, is that life is worth it, my friends. I really look forward to this next step in my chapter, in my journey, in my path, in my purpose of taking care of this human being. And I'm going to share it with you guys as I'm going through it. I'm going to share it as I'm facing off against it. I'm going to share it as I find that joy inside, as I start to seek after things for myself, as I start to pull myself out of this position that I'm in, this mess that you see around you, it's in here. This mess that you put yourselves in, you got to accept it first. And when you accept you, when you care about you, when you start to choose that you're going to live life, the beautiful things that are meant for you show up because you want to live your life. You can't go put a flower in someone's hair unless you go out there and pick the flower. You can't pick the flower unless you take the time to notice the flower. You can't notice the flower unless you enjoy what's going on in your life, unless you're being present inside of yourself, unless you're putting yourself in a place where you find the joy from the flower. See, other people can find that joy when you find it within yourselves. And I'm telling you, I found this joy inside of me, this place where I accepted that the challenges that I went through made me who I am today. That brings a smile to my face. It brings a light to my eyes. It brings a tear of joy out that I put myself through those challenges and I accept that. And it's wonderful because it feels quite liberating. I'm always talking about how we liberate our minds, right? So when we focus to the point, we overcome it. And one of the things that stops us from finding that place is our ego to accept that we are victims, when truly our mentality, our ability to overcome, to accept that we are beautiful, that we are sons and daughters of the Most High God. What a beautiful part of this journey do I have ahead. I look at you guys out there. I hear you. I hear you. I understand that your light, it shines within. Your light has the ability to overcome. Your light has the to see new lessons and see new journeys. Well, you're welcome to join me on mine, but I am taking my journey. How about you? So let me go ahead and start explaining to you guys why the last part of this is inspiration. I believe as we're going through the things that we go through, that life becomes worth it, that you can choose to live, you can choose to be a part of, you can choose to no longer be stuck in a victim mentality, that you can elevate your brain. Okay? My mind was in a place of slavery and emotion. All right? And I was working on trying to be timely and organized. I'm still working on becoming timely and organized. I would look forward to elevating it to a place of focus and knowledge. When we are going through things, when we put ourselves in those places and we can accept the new stories that we have, when you do that, you will find a way. You will find a place inside of who you are. And as I sat there and I had someone who was close to my heart, they were like, there's nothing that I can do for you until you do it for yourself. Well, this right here is me doing it. This right here, me getting out there, me creating these videos, me telling myself what I tell other people, that I love me, that I benefit when I am myself, that I am who I am on the inside, that I am strong, that I am great, that I have what it takes, that I am a person of strength and mentality, is telling myself the same thing that I tell everybody else. And each of us have a process. You are going to go through times in your lives where you feel like you're a victim. You're going to go through times in your life where you don't know the way up. You're going to go through times in your life is that when you truly accept that, when you truly want to live, it's about focusing forward. It's about finding that connection of focus and utilizing the knowledge that you want to live life, that you want to be a part of your path and your journey. And I am looking forward to this journey, my friends. When we put out positivity, when we put out knowledge and focus, when we start to become that kind of discipline, we become a reflection of inspiration through disciplining our minds, through disciplining our spirits, through disciplining our abilities. We can connect with amazing things, amazing people, amazing abilities inside of who we are. And one of the biggest egos that a person can put themselves in is a victim mentality. And where I fell short for the longest time, till I fell on my knees, till I said, yes, I want to live life for me. I want to be who I am inside. I want to be the beautiful person that I am. The people benefit from being around me, is the day that I accepted the mere fact that I put myself in the positions that I went through. And it is a beautiful thing the day you wake up to that. The day that I woke up and I finally realized that I put myself in those types of places. I wasn't just trying to do it for myself. I was trying to do it for you guys too. I wanted to make sure that never a person who had been through the things that I went through would have to go through those things. And as I progressed to this next stage in my life, the ability, the acceptance process, it's really interesting they call it an acceptance process, right? Because there's truly a process, okay? It's a process. You hearing what I'm saying? happen overnight. Okay? It comes from that day where you wake up, where you snap out of it, where you say to yourself, I'm worth it. Where you start to say to yourself, I'm going to push through this, that I want to be there. I want to be present in my life. I want to be present in my journey, that the challenges are not going to stop me anymore. You know, the process is you. You are that process. And when you stop yourself, when you stunt your growth, when you hold yourself back, when you start to have other people who withdraw from you because they're not seeing that part of you, it takes a place inside of you to sit back and say, wow, I really did put myself there. Wow, I really did go through those. Wow, I accept that. I also accept the mere fact that I'm alive. I'm grateful for this life. I'm grateful for those people that are a part of this. I'm grateful for the journey that I'm on and the things that I look forward to do in the future. And you see, when you start living now, you become that being inside of who you are. You start to inspire other people when you use your focus and your knowledge, when you utilize the blessing that we are in this universe. You're going to start to see a lot different person. You're going to start to see a greater vibration. You're going to see a greater expansion. You're going to see a greater connection. The audience that I have, the people that are listening in, this is for you. And it's not only for you. You hearing what I'm saying? And that's the greatest part, is life is worth it. I look forward to many more beaches to walk on. I look forward to many more days. I look forward to many more places, to the people that want to be with me. Okay? Not the other way around. See, all we can do is be ourselves. All we can do is be who we are on the inside. All we can do is be who we are and start to see the blessings that God, Most High God, brings our way. And as those blessings come our way, as we find that we are worth it, you will start to see beautiful flowers. You'll be able to pick them up. You'll be able to share them. You'll be able to experience them. You'll be able to recognize that who you are on the inside is worth it, that what you're going through is worth it, that your challenges are not meant to stop you. And, I hit that rock bottom. Okay. I have no problem admitting it. And I love the person inside. I want you to become inspired to love you. I want you to start to become inspired to be you. And I'm not just speaking to you, I'm also speaking to myself as well. And, you might see a dirty wall, but do you see the story of this beautiful building from within it? The story of motivation, of meditation, of inspiration, ground. Even when other people say it's not possible, even when you start to believe in yourself, you start to believe in your own abilities, your own mentality, you know. I want to live life. I want you to also become successful in yours. I want to be successful in my life. I want to be the person that the Most High God meant me to be. And part of that is what inspires me today to talk to you guys, to tell you that accepting yourself builds a beautiful human being. Accepting your vibration brings you closer to your mentality. You know, a lot of what cuts us off in life is the not accepting the process of looking forward. I look forward to all that I have, all the challenges that are put not behind me. I'm over that stage. I look forward to the journey in front. I look forward to the beautiful smiles that I'll see, the beautiful people that want to be a part of my life, that want to be close to me, that want to care because they see me caring to enjoy myself. And I don't mean selfishly. I mean, with the person that you are inside of who you are, you can light up in this world. People can accept you for you. They can let you be who you are on the inside. Your light can shine. Your ability can shine. Your mentality can shine. You can shine. And one of the things that I've noticed that a lot of people do when they're going through challenges, they almost sometimes push away the people that care about them the most. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Are you doing that in your life? Are you pushing away the people that care about you the most? How can we start to bring those kind of people? How can we start to reflect outwards from within who we are? And how can we start to bring a joy into our lights?